Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're actually working on something a little different. We are working on this hoopty. So the E46. So I just got done doing an oil change on it. And I'm actually going to install the headlights. And today I'm going to show you guys how to do halos on the E46 chassis, or how to wire it at least, how to put them on, plug them in, and get them to work. So let's get right into it. Alright, so for some reason the audio went bad, but in this clip I was just explaining that I changed the lenses out and I did go ahead and put the halos on there. They are hot glued in the housing. The housing itself comes off with just these clips right there. There's like 3 pieces to it, but it does separate. It comes apart. It's really nice, and that seal right there too. But yeah, BMW makes it very easy, which is really nice. You can see the hot glue right there where I put the halos in the housing. Like I said, it all comes apart, it all clips off, which is super nice. It makes it very convenient to rebuild these headlights. In the back here, you could also see wiring for the halo comes out of this rubber piece. I essentially just put a slit in it and pulled the wiring out, and then I hot glued it. And then you can see here all the wiring that will go into the car to wire the halos. Alright, so the first thing you want to do obviously is put the headlight in its housing. So we'll go ahead and do that. Just get this dipstick out of the way. So get your assembly. And you want to put it in, obviously. So you gotta struggle a little bit to get anywhere. Aha, looks like back there you're supposed to align these tabs, which I was not looking for. Now I am. There we go. You gotta be very gentle. Something is rubbing. I don't know what it is. Okay, so you got to take this piece off because assembling it with it on is actually, it makes your life a lot harder. So you just go ahead and remove it. It's just 2 clips. There we go. Pops right out. Just a plastic piece. Okay, now let's line this up again. There we go. Yep, smooth butter. And then you just bolt it right up. So we got the bolts. I don't even know which ones are which. This one. There we go. Alright, got the first headlight in. So I did take this plastic piece off. It made it so much easier to get it in, and I plugged everything, and I hope it works. So let's go ahead and put the second headlight in, and then we'll test both of them to make sure that the low beams, high beams, and the signal lights are working. So we'll go ahead and start with this by removing the clipped plastic panel. It's kind of a pain, but you got to be delicate with it. There we go. Cool. Just set this aside, make sure I have this rubber sealer attached. Okay. Alright, so then it's just 3 bolts. Just slide it in, kind of match it. The bolts. I do like to plug in the corner light in first. So let me find the harness for it. There it is. Actually, I'm gonna swap it quick because for some reason this aftermarket one doesn't like to fit in the harness, so I'm gonna use the OEM one. Pick this bad boy up. Set this aside here for now. I do need to get a better mic. I'm pretty sure I'm far away from the camera and you guys probably can't hear me, but I'm gonna try my best to speak as loud as I can. Alright, so then just use 2 long screws and then the shorter 10 mil. Okay. Just gonna push this in a little bit like that. Fit in the 10 mil or the smaller screws. Put those in here. Switch my socket to an 8 mil. Plug in the harness. All right. Now we'll put this trim piece in it. Alright, it's been a few hours, but I finally got it done. So the wiring took a little bit longer than I thought. It's kind of a pain. It is going to start raining here soon, probably. It's getting dark, but let me show you guys what I did. First of all, here is what it looks like with obviously no lights on. Now I have it wired where if I open a door and like the interior lights turn on, well, so does this. And it looks so good. I don't think the camera does it justice. then obviously, if I turn on the accessory mode and all the lights, here's what it looks like. Looks super aggressive and I love it. To explain what I did, let me show you guys here what I did. Alright. So it came with a harness, obviously. I plugged in the harness to this. This is kind of janky, but I have it like set like this for now. I ran the power, well, the harness also connects to the other side, and I ran the power, which is a red wire, from this end and that end to a brown and white wire inside this like wiring glove box thingy-majiggy, whatever you call it. So I ran that, and then I put in a ground wire here, which is very convenient. It's just one nut here that BMW provided for a ground. And yeah, so that works for accessory. Now I have it where if I open a door and the interior lights are on, it also turns on. So let me show you guys what I did for that. There's a white wire that comes out of the harness that I just fed into the grommet that goes inside the interior here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Okay, so then I fed it inside here, and I wired it to a blue and red wire that connects to this light here. So I just dropped the light. There's a brown wire and a red and blue wire. I tapped into the red and blue wire, so every single time that that's on and I open a door, the halos will turn on. So super happy with how it came out. I'll give you guys another shot here of how it looks. Here it is with the hood closed. Super happy with how it came out. I'm not the best person at wiring things, but I am quite happy with how this turned out. So if you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'm happy to answer them for you. But in the meantime, subscribe and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, my head!
Just in time.
I don't have enough shit handle. Oh my god, this is fucking awesome.
I got the ready on the game, I'll blow you off. I was ready homicide and murder just like this a code. I never put in that why y'all the niggas be wanting to get me they like. I have to just let you out up and like turn your ass and do something Mr. Righteous. So tell you man to break my box so hard. Fuck away you won't think you are in it so deep if you choose. I never put in that why y'all the niggas be wanting to get me they like. I have to just let you out up and like turn your ass and do something Mr. Righteous.